question. And Dharni, what brings you here to Singapore this time?
Let me think. Okay, I had the Asia Beatbox Championships. I was judging it in Taiwan last week. And this Saturday is going to be the Singapore Beatbox Championships. So I'm going to judge that as well, alongside with my good friend Peponi. He'll be here later.
Yes, he'll be
Swiss Beatbox. Go check it out. Yeah, so the thing is that I come here actually to Singapore quite often. I have jobs, stuff like this, and around Asia. So I'm still active around the region, so that's lucky. It's quite okay. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so actually, I really want to ask you this question, which is your name. Is there any secret story behind your name?
Yeah, it's very secret. The story is so secret, man. That's why I don't
Are
tell
you 100% Chinese?
Huh?
Are you 100% Chinese?
Yeah. No, wait. From what I realized today, that the father of my father, no, wait, my father's side, his grandfather or something, was like American Chinese, so they were like born and raised in San Francisco, and they moved to Penang. Yeah, I just realized today.
Today from your mom?
Yeah, and then my mom's father is my grandpa. He's from China, from Sichuan.
Okay.
And my mom's side, my grandma, is I think Peranakan Baba.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're not even from the Nanyang region, because most of Singaporeans Chinese are actually from the Fujian, but Sichuan is like right in the middle.
I think I'm not.
How does it feel like when you won the first Grand Beatbox battle? 2013.
It was very surreal at that time. I really liked the battle a lot because it was really different. It was a showcase battle, the first ever showcase battle, right? Yeah, I think it's the first ever showcase battle, and it was a different concept rather than the one-on-one or tag team. So it brought into a new light into beatboxing.
Why did they have the showcase battle like this time? Like, why was there the birth of showcase battle? Because back then, beatbox battle was just you do something and I do something. Now showcase battle is a minute of just showcasing,
Actually,
and then 3 minutes, and then the judge will judge according to that
your
set.
showcase. Yeah, because in your showcase battle, you get to show everything you want. You can build up. You can arrange. You can like structurize better. So it also involves a different set of skills rather than the 90 seconds where you just structure like very short routines into one. You know, it's totally different.
And I think the showcase battle has a lot more musicality.
Yeah, showcase battle is a lot more musicality because you can structurize. You can take your time. You can do more things with it.
Who was the one that pushed the idea of the showcase battle?
Yeah?
Swiss Beatbox.
Oh, yes.
But actually,
help from primitive inspiration. But I changed the format and he suggested.
yeah. So I was really in for it. I was like, yeah, do this, man. It's great. Showcase battle.
And did they figure out, they confirmed the showcase the year before? Like, let's roll it out. And then you wanted to definitely compete in the showcase battle.
Yeah, they were always talking about showcase battle. I was like, okay, let's do this. And I went in.
How do you train for it?
I didn't really train. It's like just did routines. I was performing a lot. Like, so when I was performing, I just did how I was performing, you know? And apparently I won.
Do you want to win? You did. You did want to win.
Everybody wanted to win. It's the obvious thing. When you're in the Grand Beatbox battle, everybody wants to win. Just that, you know, it's like everybody was in the same level of skill. Some more technical, some more musical, whatever. But the thing is that, you know, everybody had like a chance. If you play your cards right, you win. If you play your cards wrong, you lose.
Can you tell me more about the little technicalities behind how you play your card?
Like for example, like when you perform and the crowd is not responsive to it, you know, you tend to lose.
Yeah.
If you perform something and the crowd feels it, like if it's very good, if the judges feel it, you know, then you most likely will win. So it's more like you have to be very how do I say sensitive, objective, yeah, towards your surrounding, towards your beats, towards your routines.
Do you structure it then specifically for the judges in mind? that, you know?
No, like usually just do good stuff. I cannot say what to do for individual people. Just as long as you can judge yourself and you know what's good and what's not. That's why I say be objective and sensitive to your routines, your surroundings. Then you're in touch with what's good and what's not, and then you just do the good stuff.
How do you think like the percentage of luck versus training versus talent be put into like you winning the Grand Beatbox battle? Like how do you allocate like the percentage to each?
It's
Because you know that the traditional theory is that it's all hard work, right? It's all training.
Yeah, it's basically hard work, but you also need to be smart. So you need to work hard, work smart, not just train the wrong things. You need to know what's right and what's wrong again, like in the sound, you know. You need to know this sound or routine sounds good, how to improve it, how to make it better. You know, like you need to be very intuitive as well in the sense of working. So you cannot just practice blindly. You need to always practice with a purpose, you know. So it's very different things. So that's like hard work for me. Work smart. And then luck.
So it's both.
always-
It's hard work
Yeah.
and smart work.
Yeah. When hard work doesn't, if with no smart work, you're not doing right. Then there is the luck. Is who you're facing against your opponents, whether he uses the right cards or not. If he chose the wrong cards, like the wrong routines, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna win, you know, easy. So, but if he does a hard one on you, then you need to rely on your hard work to counter back on what you have done. Yeah.
And is it always like a repertoire of sets that you have inside your library, and then you choose which one you want to?
Basically, people when they battle, they always write down all the routines in the books in the list, and then they remember them, and then they highlight which one is like more for which opponent, and then they have their backup, and then they have their third round, extra round routines. So it's all properly planned, and that's how people like have a higher chance to win if they do.
Yeah, it sounds really like how like the whole book thing, like Eminem have a book of like just rhythms and rhymes.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you are battling, you need to plan. If you freestyle, you are bound to lose. But you can win if you're good at it, but you're bound to lose.
I think you can win for the nationals, not international.
Yeah,
If we-
because everybody's preparing so hard and you don't prepare so much, so you don't really deserve to win anyway.
And this is like the second time you went back and you lost the first time. What do you learn from that and you changed the next time?
Just not be so lazy and just work harder.
Do you think you're lazy?
Yes, I am lazy, but when I work, I'm not lazy. Easy things.
Yeah.
If I want something, I get it, you know?
Yeah.
If I want a viral video, I make it happen.
Okay, so by the way, at today in our recording, Dharni released a video.
I haven't released yet.
Oh no, so the one before, the Polish one.
The Polish language is beatbox.
Yeah, how many views do we have?
I think now, I released 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Now it's like 15 million views all around internet. Could be more, but then it was like some problem, the licensing, and some pages couldn't do it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like it was my fault. I licensed my video to some other third-party content, and that's how they started to monetize for me. They monetize for me,
Okay.
but
They get a
other parties, they want to share my video, I have to go through them, and then they have to pay. So all
they
these
don't
ones-
want to do
yeah,
that.
like Viral Thread, Fortify, all these people, they wanted my video but couldn't because of the third party.
Where did you share it first, and like who was that content, and how will you do it now, like moving forward?
No, I mean it's just only that one video that is licensed. The other videos are not. So if I do another viral video, it will still be free, like not licensed under them.
So if you put it on YouTube, would it be licensed?
No, it's all. I still have the rights. It's just that they protect my video. I signed the agreement. No,
Or the
the third party. Yeah, I cannot say the name.
Okay, no,
Yeah. Yeah.
No, so if you're making a viral video, just put it on YouTube.
No, if you want to make a viral video, put it on Facebook.
Put on Facebook
And put it on YouTube.
and YouTube.
Yeah.
Both.
And
How
Instagram.
did you? So coming back to the competition, do you know that you're gonna like win? Like you came into the competition wanting to win.
If you join a competition, basically you want to have a chance to win.
Yeah.
Or for the younger generations, like they just want to go as far as they can, for the first time. But for me, I'm not new and I wasn't new, so I wanted to win. And I won. So, I mean, like, it's just based on also half luck, half hard work, because why I say luck, because of all your opponents, they're all on the same level. So it's just very subjective thing. So if you win, it doesn't mean that you're the best.
Yeah, but you know that when you came in, what's the difference mindsets between the first year and the second year when you win? Like you're more prepared, you work harder.
Yeah, I mean, like the first year you lose. So what's the obvious thing next year you do? Right?
Yes.
You don't work hard, then you win. No, of course not. You work harder. This is the obvious thing.
What did you remember? What you practiced on for that second year? Like what specific technique that you practice on?
I was more into music and how the structure of the arrangements of the and the sounds of the beats. So I was very into details of the sounds, not really. But on that time when I won, I was also like the first time venturing into a lot of technical beats in the area. So at that point of time, I was like transiting between musicality and technicality. So this was the time I was like, okay, I think more technical based. And the following year, I won again. Was more into like was blending the technicality and musicality together. Yeah, so that was my direction until now. Like now, it's more like details of the sounds, very much into details about polishing the sound, like reverse engineering sounds to put them together to make new sounds, experimenting new sounds. Basically, it's engineering sounds with your mouth.
And why did you went back to the second round? Why did you do it again? Because you know how most DJs they win one time and they're just like, okay, I'm done.
Because they didn't call me as a judge, so I joined again. Oh yeah, to defend my title.
It's the most beautiful thing to defend the title.
Just defend one time and then you feel good.
And that made you win twice in a row.
Yeah.
And I guess right now, when you meet like just anyone in the party or a stranger, and they will ask you the age-old question, it's like, hey, so what do you do? What do you say to them?
Say I do music. I perform. I do music. I perform. I'm an entertainer, and I'm currently using my creativity and innovative energy to put into another area like application startup and stuff like that.
Yeah, which we'll go into that. No, this is because I asked this question because every time I used to beatbox like back in the days, and then you introduce yourself as Beatboxer, and the next thing people ask is, hey, can you do something for me?
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
If they ask me,
is that why then now
Now you say like, oh, I'm
no. If I say I'm a beatboxer, they say, hey, can you do some beatbox? I'll say no, because it's like, imagine like everybody you meet, they ask you to do this, and then you feel like you're a puppet. It's like, for example, you're interviewing people.
Yeah.
Hey, you're an interviewer. Hey, ask me a question. Hey, can I ask you a question? Ask me a question. Everybody, like since the day you started doing this until before you die. Hey, ask me a question. How you feel. It's not about being arrogant. It's just that you need to respect the person's work of line of work.
Do you turn them down politely or?
Of course. I say like, oh no, I cannot. Maybe later. When after like one or two drinks.
What do you what do you think people should tell you to do less, or like so that you're less irritated? Because as a performer and as a musician, like maybe this is time to shout out, like maybe you should take less pictures of me together. Is there
picture? Yeah. Like,
Or if
yesterday we were talking about it.
yeah,
right?
it's like, yo, can I take picture,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you just like you. It's like one time somebody takes a picture of you like in an event, a beatbox event, and another person will just come. It will be a chain,
Yeah.
because that's like, oh, that's the time to take the picture. So you have to watch out for that. You need some skills to maneuver yourself.
You have any secret techniques or that you
No.
learned from
But
any?
I know about hey, can you beatbox for me this one? Like this one, I have a psychological skill, like a strategy where you distract them with another topic.
Oh.
Then after that, once they're in this topic, they wouldn't want to go back to that topic anymore. Maybe two more topics, and then after that, they
So
just
say for
Someone right now, like, hey, like, so I'm a beatboxer. Hey, Dharni, could you, why don't you show me something?
then I'll be like, oh, maybe later, but this blah 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 blah, and it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a good trick to learn.
I mean, in life, if you want to do something, like if you want to escape, you also can use this, but the topic has to be more
Relevant.
has to be more juicy than the beatbox. So people will be like, oh, more interested in this topic now than they're just asking you to
Also, that's the
beatbox.
secret of that technique.
Yeah, it's not really a technique. It's just like maneuvering,
Okay.
just like
move.
it's distraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, how's the life of a musician these days?
How do you
Life of a beatboxer, musician, what they do is like, for me, I mean, like, it's very it's based on person to person, So for me, my life is like, I wake up, I think of new ideas, what's my next video, what to do, to conceptualize, beatbox, practice here and there, listen to some music, conceptualize again, okay, then prioritize, like just planning, content. It's all about content. So you want to make music, it's also content. So everything is all about content when you are you're working as a musician. If you supply good content, you supply good work, then you receive the fruits, So nobody's there to help you. You're just using your brain to be creative. So if you want to be a musician, you need to be really creative, So that's what people do, like, as musicians. What I think is that, from my point of view, it's hard work plus being creative together, But for me, I'm more of the lazy guy, so I prefer to use more of creativity, and then after that, hard work, like work. So create first, like use ideas, like a lot of ideas, then start to like separate them, and then think of what's the best idea, and then work on just one by one, And then
you prioritize them and choose which one.
I don't want to like just do all at once. It would be very crazy.
And how would you choose one over the other? What is the filter?
Like, is it available now, or like, can I do it right now, or in the near future? Is the person free? Am I free? It's most likely like the most convenient thing is the priority. Then after that, next step.
And what is also the best out of them, or the most convenient thing? And I think just to touch on a little bit about agents, actually, because are you with an agent now?
No.
So freelance. And for I guess for up and coming musicians, are there any criteria or things to avoid when you choose an agent? And because I think agent being like one of your right hand man, right?
You need to manage your agent, not your agent manages you. Get what I'm saying?
Can you give an example?
So like, when you have an agent, who's the boss?
The musician? I'd like to think so.
You're the artist. The artist is the boss. Don't let the agent or the manager control you, what you do. You always have the stand. The agent is just working under you. So you can say, hey, I want to do this. The agent says, okay, sorry, you can do this. Like stuff like this. But if they have like a proper reason why you should not do that or like this, then you have to listen to the agent, because the agent is there to take care of you. But then they're not overpower you, You are still on top of them.
Yeah, because you see so much classical example of like agents destroying music.
Because the thing is that musicians, they only know how to make music. They don't know how to manage themselves. They don't know how to do business, talk business, negotiate. And this is also a set of skill that artists need to learn, you know. They need to learn how to do it by themselves. So then they understand what the agent would think, you know. That's why I decided to just manage myself and negotiate myself, and my negotiation skills are getting better, you know. So they don't screw with me, you know. I just say my price and that's it. If they don't reply, I don't care. I got another one, like stuff like that. I don't really beg for things anymore because I know my worth and I know how to negotiate with them. I know they have a rough, like, you have some trick questions to kind of like reveal their budget, you know. So
Is there any you want to share?
it's like how big the event is,
Okay.
the company big or small.
Yeah.
And you can also, like, if you want, research on their company or the events company, who are the clients usually, you know.
Yeah.
So then you can really pick out the budget, like, okay, what they work for, this client, okay, cool. So you put this budget in, and then if they reply, fine. If they don't reply, it's alright. But then if you have more content online, then you can demand for and more views. So if you have good traction of people, you can easily negotiate for a bit more.
I think the question is, when did you went out by your own, and why did you think there's a need to go out on your own? Was it because of, like what you just said, like you can do it yourself, or you think it's a necessary set of skill to learn?
Definitely everybody needs an agent, like if you want to go like even higher. But for me now, I'm just comfortable handling things myself, and I'm also working with a singer. She's also handling things for us and for like as a duo. So we have enough capability to handle all this stuff. But in the future, when things get really big, then you need the manager. But this manager would also listen to me as a person, because I've been managing myself. So then they know that I'm not the kind of person that I can be screwed with, and so it will be better relationship between me and the manager anyway. So the manager will know their limits as well, where they shouldn't cross the line,
How should one go and find a good agent?
Don't find an agent. Be yourself. Be your own agent.
Okay, so when do you think there's a need to have an agent, or you think that we should just all manage ourselves?
I think you should just manage yourself. Then when you find an agent is when you are successful.
And the definition of successful is when people start
when there is like a lot of
too much requests,
inquiries that you cannot even handle anymore. Like you yourself can't handle. Then you call for an agent. But this one, it will be like, when you are really popular.
Can you tell like a short story of like your life, maybe a 5-minute story of how maybe growing up till when you won the first beatbox battle?
Okay, I'll try and make it lesser than 5 minutes.
Sure, 3 minutes.
Because I'm not into all this drama thing.
I know.
I was into all these like philosophical things.
You are before.
But now
no.
Because I realized it's lame. Because what I realized that when you speak so much philosophical things, it can be just put across just one message, straight, and it still hits. You don't have to be poetic about things. You just have to be straight at one thing to put across that message, and people will just understand it. You don't have like, whoa, and then you don't really inspire them much. The ones that really get to really inspire and not impress the person with words is that straight message, like, do it. Why? Because this, the end. Like, you know what I mean? Not to impress the person with words like, oh, wow, it's beautiful, but then nothing.
So
You know what I
straight,
mean?
simple, direct.
Yeah, straight, simple, direct is the best. You can put some colors in, but still straight is the best. So when I say my life story, let's try to put it as straight as possible.
Yeah.
I was 4 years old. I started playing piano, but I had always had an interest to play the piano in music, But then I realized that it was too rigid for me, so I quit. After I quit, my teacher asked me like, why you quit and stuff like this. I said, oh, it's so boring. I cannot hands sweat, you know, everything is like, and then I started to venture into other things, right? Play more games and stuff. I was very creative since young, so all the time, like, I like to like play with toys a lot. Imagine I built stuff, you know. Had a lot of the like toys to like, you know, play with, and doing all this like figurine stuff of different positions and stuff like that. So my father actually used to spoil me a lot, and then he was really old, so he was like born in 1921 and he was really smart man. He was in the Middle Temple of Law. If you don't know, there was Lee Kuan Yew where he was studying. There was his classmate. Yeah, so they were like in the same batch, or maybe not, maybe one batch before, but they were in the same school. So the thing is that he graduated as a lawyer and stuff like that, and did his business, but then business failed because he stopped doing law and ventured into business, blah blah blah. But during that time when I was young, he still continued to spoil me and stuff. And like
Just like toys or what?
toys, a lot of toys, so much toys and games,
Yeah?
so much. So because, and I was like, I think that fed my creativity. After that, he passed away when he was 72. I was 7 years old. I was good age, so it's all good. And then from that time onwards, like, I didn't have all this much of the privileges anymore. I'm still like the youngest child. I was still youngest child, so I was still like under shelter, all the way until like 23 years old. But I'll go to that later. How I started, like, okay. And then when I was 12 years old, 11 years old, when I was 11 years old, I started playing this game, Beatmania and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I was really into music again, like really hard. Tried rapping, like Eminem stuff,
Oh nice.
like doing percussion stuff, and I found out the calling, like beatboxing, which was the best that best kind of
Expression.
art form that can like make me express myself. And I started to just keep on doing it. Discovered it on TV, on Just for Laughs, when Michael Winslow was doing his stuff. Then after that, I went on internet and I checked out what was it, and it was called beatboxing. Went to the forum, and then I got to know a lot of beatboxers, and then I started like sharing stuff with them on humanbeatbox.com. Sharing. Yeah, it was sharing, and then I got better and better, and we got into ventrilo, and then we got into this the jam sessions and blah blah blah, and then I got better and better and better, and then after that they had the first beatbox event in Singapore, and
You pushed for it.
yeah, like it somehow just started to like grow because of internet until now, you know. So long story short is just that internet actually helped me a lot in beatboxing. That's the thing. And now I'm like, because of internet, my beatbox it's like this, because we get to share a lot, you know. So as I was saying, when I was 23 and I moved out of my family's house because I felt I was too sheltered, because being sheltered is a very bad thing. You need to learn how to live your life, decide things for yourself. So I'm sure a lot of Singaporean people, they feel like they're in a cage all the time, then they have a retardation of expressing themselves.
So you just say it, yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of people are stunted, you know. They feel like they have a complex inside. They want to express something, but they are lost. They cannot, because they've been brought up like that.
So back
Actually, so like your dad spoiling you is actually a good thing, because then you are able to express that.
Everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So, and also it's not about that,
it's
my
such a
dad.
good thing. Like,
It's not only about my dad spoiling. It's about being smart enough to question what is right or what is wrong. You know, you need to have a perspective that only you can decide what is right and what is wrong, and be confident that others see the same as you, or inspire them to see how you see it, so they can relate to you. You know, so the thing is that I felt I was sheltered. I felt like I couldn't do what I want. You know, I felt like I could do way more. I felt like I need my wings to spread. So I said, okay, I'm going to move out of my house. I went to Novena, lived there for 6 months. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 1,300 a month for just one room.
Oh, that's very expensive.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? So
Why
I
did
lived
you
there
even choose Novena? Why didn't you even choose
because
like
it's so
somewhere
near town.
Oh, okay.
So easy. It's 2 stops.
Okay.
So I was like very like lost at the time. I was like, what's going on? How to do this? How to do that? Like kid in a fog. Don't know what to do, like a baby, you know? Then I was like, oh shit, 23 years old and like acting like a baby. So my family was not really good taking care of me. I'm not really brought up properly like that.
What do you do that made you feel that you acted like a baby? Like looking back.
Oh, people commented, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you see comments and you realize things yourself as well, you know? Then you like,
But before that, even then, because as a performer, you must be sort of there's a lot of negative comments out there all around. I mean, if you're on YouTube, keeps on negative comments. Do you then like block it out, or you know, like you actually there's a trend that you see, or if this much people say it, then it must be true. Then you change.
no, you always have to judge yourself, right? Judge things yourself. If people say something, and a lot of people say something, it still might not be true, right? You need to have your individual belief, your system, your way of looking at things. Don't be a follower. Why be a follower? Don't be a leader. I'm not asking you to be a leader. I'm not asking you to be a follower. I'm asking you to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You just be yourself. Decide things for yourself. You know, if you want to be a leader, fine. Then decide things for people. Or like inspire people to decide. You know? But not everybody can be a leader.
Do you see yourself as a leader?
I don't see myself as a leader. I see myself as somebody who I can like, you know, inspire. You know? If I have followers, then fine. Like, you know, but I like to inspire people, so they inspire me back. So for example, I teach beatboxers, and then they get better, and I learn things from them, and we like, you know, help each other out, and then we just keep growing like ladder. Yeah. Where was I?
So 23. And you move out.
Move out.
Then
And after that, 6 months in Singapore was like alone. I was like just lost. What really changed me was my decision to actually move to Europe. Went to Poland. My friend invited me to just do a show there. Yeah, because I had like a connection with Poland because my ex was Polish before. And so I said, okay, why not? Let's go to Poland, right? So that's where I decided, like, wow, I realized that a lot of things are missing inside me. I was incomplete. Basically because the way I was brought up was not the way I wanted to be. The way I was brought up was not the way I wanted it to be.
Can you explain that?
It's just that if I was brought up like a normal Singaporean, I would not be me, who I really want to be. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, if you don't get what I'm saying, it's like, I know what I wanted to be when I was already young. You know, I know what I had to do, you know? But when I was brought up that way, I couldn't do it.
Which way would you want to be brought? I mean, like if you could change it, right?
If I could change
Because
it,
we talk about the
like something like more like, do things yourself. Do it yourself. Think for yourself. Don't let people think for you. You think for yourself. You do it yourself. You want to get something, get it done. Do it yourself. You know? So, these things, I wanted that. So I moved to Europe, you know, and after that I got it. But it was hard because I moved alone, you know? Everybody calling me a kid. Kid all the time. Kid. You know, and I was really like, oh shit, I'm really a kid. So what's there in this real world? Learn how to do things myself, cook, clean, stuff like that, you know? Wash, like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So,
But you was washing yourself when you're back in the apartment already.
yeah, but then, like, I didn't know how to do it properly. So then at 23 was actually when my life started as a teenager. So I was like, when I was 23, I was actually 17, you know? Maybe that's why I still look so young. I don't know.
Not
Maybe
because
it's,
you're Asian.
maybe it's
Not because they're Asian.
no. I look younger than Asian as well. It's crazy, right? I'm 29.
He's 29.
Anyway, what I was saying is like, after when you realize, when I realized, like I had a lot of things like missing inside. I really grasped. I really wanted to learn more because I was like, oh shit, I was too late. You know, I need to catch up. So that's where I I started living alone, and I've been through a few relationships like in Poland. Relationship really help because then you know where you stand as a man, you know, because in Poland, like Polish girls, they don't want no kid, they want men. So you learn how to be a man. You learn that ladies always come first. You know the culture. You know how to behave. You know, like for example, when you enter like in the taxi, right? This is very cultural way in Poland. You open the door for the lady. The lady goes in, even if you don't like the girl, you know, even if you don't like the girl, even the friends, open the door for the girl go in, you go in by the other side. Never do this in Singapore, right? Enter to the shop. Who go first in Singapore? Guy go first, or like doesn't matter. Yeah, in Poland the girls go first. So imagine how the girl in Singapore would feel if this culture, like this cultural thing is brought over. They'll feel so good. They'll be like, wow, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing, like, and also like a lot of etiquettes, you know, that I learned. You know, so many etiquettes that I was like, should have learned when I was a kid, and I didn't learn it. You know, I'm not talking about like the roots, the tradition and stuff. I'm talking about more like behavior, etiquettes and stuff. That's how people see you as. They don't, when they look at you, the first impression, they don't see your roots. They don't see your traditional values and stuff. When they look at you in the first thing, what they see is they observe how you behave, right?
You're Chinese or
No, okay, that observe how you behave.
okay.
You're eating, you know, all this stuff. All this like basic stuff I had to learn from scratch, you know. When you're eating, you have to close your mouth when you eat. You don't open like.
Well, then you can say you're a beatboxer.
I can't. It's just even ugly for beatboxer. Like Swiss beatboxer, you doing. Hey, what's up? Like even you hear it's like, oh shit, it's like some slimy stuff. So like that, I was eating like that, and people was like, hey, stop. I had to learn from scratch. So all this little etiquette stuff, I had to learn all from scratch again. It was like a new life for me, but still maintaining the traditional roots, you know. So, oh shit. But the thing is that's when I started to realize like, oh my god, I'm missing out so much in my life. And after that, I embraced like cultures everywhere, because I started to travel a lot, and I started learning languages, start embracing cultures, because I want to learn how people think here, how people think that, how they behave here, how they behave there, what's their lifestyle here, what's their lifestyle there, their language, you know, and they really respect that if you are really open and embracing people, like embracing the culture and not being stubborn, you know. And then after that, always reflect to your own roots, like, okay, wow, it's very cool, like, you know. And then it sort of like my way of doing is like, just I want to formulate that universal culture, the universal way of socializing, universal way of connecting people, communication, everything. So I think that's very, very like beautiful thing when you start to learn. If you travel around the world, or like if you.
But it's funny that like when you're here in Singapore, you don't see that is like a thing that you lack. But only after that you travel, then you realize that, hey, this is something I should have learned.
Yeah,
but I didn't.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people in Singapore, I'm not saying all, a lot of people, they feel the same way. Like if I were to say this, they will realize that, hey, actually, there's a lot. But a lot of people are really comfortable with their own life, so they don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? Only all those inquisitive ones, you know. So there's some people who already realize, but then they just don't do anything about it, you know. So that's why I say like maybe I could actually try to like help. I come to Singapore a lot nowadays, So I try to help like inspire people not to be so unexpressive or expressing in the wrong way or expressing awkwardly, you know, because I realize a lot of people, they want to express something, they become very awkward in it, and it's just very, very awkward, you know. So what I want to do is I want to inspire them, like
Can you tell like one thing people should not or is doing wrongly, like an example?
I don't know if the person is doing wrongly or not.
Okay, but you just sense the whole awkward.
Yeah, you
vibe.
just sense.
Yeah.
Like if you like meet some guy and he's just trying to express himself overboard, you know, it's like, yo, is something wrong with this guy? You know, I'm sure he wants to express, but he's not doing it the right way. You know, it's all about like being able to like, because sometimes when people are like too much within themselves, they start to implode, you know. And once it comes out, it becomes like uncontrollable, you know, and it's not healthy, right? So a lot of people, like when they want to express themselves, you need to like be free. I don't care about the Singapore law government, you know, what they ban a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? They ban the shisha, don't even know why, you know. So I was like, why they ban shisha? And nobody said, hey, why ban shisha? Nobody raised their voice. Hey, why?
Nobody asked why.
Nobody asked why, right? Yeah, anybody asked why? Nobody. Oh, it's banned. Okay,
Just
fine. Oh,
accept it.
crap. Accept. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, why? It's like, so this time we're going to slowly, like, give the, like, I want to, like, slowly inspire people how to raise their voice, their own voice.
Do you feel that that's also almost like a muscle that you train
Yeah,
to express?
exactly. It's like a muscle. So this muscle was not trained when people were young, and then it's not there.
And you did it because you have that because you were doing that through music. And so you're constantly expressing.
Yeah, because basically when I was young, I was always already like trying to break out of the cage the whole time, you know? And I was trying to break out of the cage the whole time. And now me and my family, we are better than ever than I was staying with them the whole time, you know? So it's like, I come home, you can ask my friend Peponi, he's staying with me. He can see how we are in like together, like me and my mom, like we like really just chill, you know. It's very good, better than before. The bond is like better, and you start to appreciate your family more, you know. You start to like realize that
Do you
they're
think it's necessary to move out just to appreciate your family more?
super yes,
Fuck yes.
because you don't take them for granted anymore, and every time when you come back, you see them getting a bit older, and then you say, like, oh shit, they're not going to last with me the whole time, you know. They're going to die soon, like, or like in a few years I have to spend more time with them. This is the thing. So but if you were with them the whole time, you don't really see the change, and in fact you don't really grow, because they are always instilling their old thoughts on you, and outside is a whole big world out there and you don't know what's going on. For me, the world is so small. It's like from Europe to Singapore, it's a train ride away. It's like people should just go there and just, you know, explore the world. It's so many different things. Like if you meet somebody, like a lady,
Okay.
nice, pretty girl,
Alright.
you know, not in Europe, but somewhere in China, like just one place, Hohhot, for example. You know where Hohhot is? Somewhere in China,
Okay.
right? It's Hohhot.
Should I
Okay?
know?
Yeah. No, I know.
Okay.
And then you meet this girl, and she has a story. She's beautiful. She has a story, this character. Think about it, the whole world. There are many of that, like even more. Europe, everywhere. You know why? Not only like your lady, but friends. You can make how many friends in your life? So many friends. So many people who can be your best friends. So many people who can connect with you. And you are still young, and you just want to stay in Singapore, or you just want to just do this. You can. Why not? Because now there's internet. But the thing is that maybe 2 months, 3 months, just move, have a little tour of the world, see for yourself what's out there, then come back. You feel way more inspired.
And in Europe, they do it all the time, gap year, right? Why do you think in Singapore people don't?
Europe, let me tell you, when it's summertime, they go to Croatia, they go to Greece, they go to this hot area, you know, and then they just relax, and then they just travel in summertime. Basically, I think Singapore is only one season, so it's just summer the whole time. So I don't know, the culture in Singapore is like, okay, like not so much of a traveling style, but
They do travel.
They do travel, but
That's not the kind of travel you're talking about.
yeah, it's not that kind of travel. Like go a bit more, you know. Yeah, but I think they should go a bit more so that they can actually learn more things and they can build themselves. Because how many are like of the people in Singapore, they don't feel complete. You know, they feel like they are good at something or they're doing something, but then there's undiscovered area within them that they don't really know yet. You know, I think that happened to me when I was doing just music, beatboxing, music, beatboxing, whole time like this. Okay. But the other side, I don't know what's going on. Like it was just, I didn't know how to behave. I didn't know when to speak at the right time. I didn't know what's right or wrong. Like, you know, I was like kid, like little boy, don't know what's going on. Even now but now I'm like controlled, you know. And I'm like, yeah, controlled a bit better.
Okay.
Still learning.
Yeah.
So it's like beatboxing the whole time. And I thought like, oh, I'm so good at beatboxing. I'm just beatboxing my way through life. It's okay. I can do whatever. As long as I'm good at beatboxing, people see my beatboxing is good, I'm good.
Actually, that's very interesting.
Doesn't work.
You brought out a point whereby, like, as a musician, you tend to get lost in this whole ego, and there's a lot of things that distract you other than music. Because you started with the love of music. And I guess, how do you know that, maybe is there a test for you to know that, hey, you're not doing it right? And how do you get out of it?
Once you feel like you're tired, once you feel like it's like a work now, like music, people, you feel jaded. Once you feel jaded, something's wrong. You know? It means you put too much pressure on yourself, or like you're just doing the same thing over and over again until you don't feel inspired anymore. Then there's something wrong. You need to feel that other space to complete you. Okay? But being a human is actually it's very tough. Like, not tough, but it's very confusing. You know? Because as I was saying, I told you before yesterday, like when you see somebody, you don't see black and white. If somebody talk about this, it doesn't mean that he's arrogant or what. If an arrogant person is talking arrogant shit, can I say shit?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Fuck.
Fuck too, yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck. No, I was kidding. So it's like, if a person who's arrogant is speaking arrogant stuff, doesn't mean that he's a bad person, right? When it's not black and white. It's so much to do before you judge somebody, you know. So it's like, when, like, for example, when a person who is humble and always talking like good stuff, doesn't mean he's good. He might have dark secrets you never know. They are so unpredictable. Everybody is unpredictable. They have so many colors, you know. So never like really judge people by like even at all. You only judge when you know more of like the colors in this person. Then you can judge, oh, this person is like that. Okay. You know, like my ex-girlfriend, she's my singer. We work together.
Yeah.
So she see me every day for like 3 years.
Okay.
Or more. So many, like 4 years. We've been like spending time. Like we work together. So I work with my ex. Think about it. So it's your ex-girlfriend who shared some connection with you, like chemistry, like in a romance way. But now it's no longer that. Now it's like working way. So she knows you inside out as a person, right? Sometimes it's very difficult for you to like make her change her thinking, because she has like, it's already transfixed inside her that you are this person, like, you know. So but that's the person she's the person that knows me more than any other people. If I change, she will be the first to see that I change, you know. So yeah, but not everybody is like this.
You have to spend that amount of time with.
Yeah, you
and
need to
knows
spend so much amount of time to know somebody.
Yeah. So coming back to the point of like, for musicians who are not following music, right? Is being when you're tired.
When you're jaded, right?
Yeah.
So what you want to do?
How do you get out?
How I get out?
Yeah.
I show you. I tell you a trick.
Okay.
First, know your roots of your strength.
What is your strength?
Creativity.
Okay.
Why I say so confidently? Because I trial and error like non-stop, and I realized that yes, I'm creative and I embrace it. You don't have to like be humble about this. If you, like for example, like if you are good at something, and in the beginning you don't know that you are like that good.
Because you never compared.
You're just like okay, I'm good, but I'm just good at this, but okay, never mind. Like humble, never mind. So I'm not that good. But when you win like so many or you don't even win, like okay, you're standing broad jump.
Yeah.
Imagine standing broad jump 4 meters. Oh, I'm not that good. I'm not. Come on. You're lying to who, man?
Yeah.
You need to embrace that strength. You say like, okay, I'm not good at other stuff, but I'm good at standing broad jump 4 meters. And so people is like, okay, this guy, he's confident in just one thing. It's cool, So for me, I'm like, I'm shit at a lot of things, but I'm good at being creative and innovative in my brain. I have ideas, so I embrace my strength. So the key is to find the root of your strength and embrace it. And once you embrace it already, then you know what else you can do with it. So I found creativity and innovation my strength, because I realized like I was always creating new beats, new sounds, non-stop with my beatboxing. I wasn't aware until people tell me like, hey Dharni, you just keep creating sounds all the time. All the old school beatboxers, they stop creating. You still continue to create. What the hell? You're still up with the new schools. I'm like, oh, I'm creative then. So I'm like, okay, I'm creative. So I embrace it as my strength, creative, yeah. Okay, so what else you can do with creativity other than put it into music? What else? So many things. So I had passion for like, okay, let's do my friend like, hey, maybe we should try to do a startup.
Okay.
Something totally different,
Yeah.
like application, mobile app, just do so crazy different things.
Yeah.
Help to connect friends together. It's startup,
Yeah.
So I was so into startup, like wow, startup so good. Okay, let's try. Wow, so different things. So it was very new for me.
Yeah.
Wow, seed funding. What is seed funding? What? You need to do cost estimate. What projection revenue? What is all going on? Deck. What is deck? I don't even know what deck was.
Man, I don't know too.
Presentation deck, what? Investor deck, what? VC, angel, what? Equity.
That's the only one.
I was like, what's going on? Like, back end, what's back end? What hell is back end? What's PHP? Huh? Native? Huh? Hybrid? Don't understand what's going on. Like, so I had to like, learn like properly. Yeah, like, okay, step by step. So, but it actually made me alive. Like, wow, so many good new things. And then when I came back to beatboxing, I didn't feel much pressure. I didn't feel jaded. I feel more fresh. My brain was like, okay, now back to thinking, oh, okay, maybe this idea, that idea. I got more ideas in beatbox. Go back into the app again. Oh, okay, I got more. So it's like you divide your strength. Doesn't mean you are weaker. It's just that you're less pressured.
I think it really echoes what Rip One, your good friend, also say, right? Because he's like chess, design, art, and then beatboxing.
Yeah,
right?
so it's like doing this, blah, 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 blah. So,
We need to link a video of him too, because
yeah. Link it now.
Okay.
Okay, now it's linked.
Okay.
Okay, we are back. Yeah, so, people like Reeves, all these like really incredible minds, they help contribute so much in the beatboxing community. It's inspiring to everybody, and myself as well.
I think what is interesting is that how do you find that route? Because I have my own journey finding my route too, and I bet you too. But how would people think that maybe it's, oh, I just like to play games, or for you maybe it's like, oh, I'm good at beatboxing. How do you know the root of good at beatboxing is actually creativity?
Well, if you're good at something, what's the reason why you're good at something?
So you start asking why.
Yeah, always ask why. We don't ask why, then you are not doing much in your life. Then you need to ask why, how, why you good? It's like, I'm good. Why am I good? I don't know. No, it's not good. You cannot be like this. It's like, hey, why are you so good? I don't know. hey, why you so smart? Always get A. I don't know. It's like, hey, why you got A1? How you do it? I don't know. Study. It's not.
That's what people who don't want you to know that secret tells you.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, it's like, hey, why you get A for your O-level, A-levels? How you get so good grades? Don't say I don't know. I say because I do this, do that, and I'm also very smart. And then you're like, oh, okay. So you do this, do that, and you're smart. Yeah, I catch things very fast. Like, and like, oh, okay, now I know why you get these grades.
Start asking why.
Start asking why.
Coming back, you're here to do a workshop for, I think, it's ridiculously cheap price for
Yeah.
$30.
You know why?
Why?
Because beatboxers, they don't have money, they're kids, right? So they don't have money to pay for so much things. Beatboxing is a very new art form that you cannot invest so much yet. However, in the future, if one of the beatboxers get really filthy rich and he start to like pump in a lot of money into the beatboxing community, beatboxing will be in everybody's eyes a very prestigious art form like ballet or something, you know, or like even soccer or football, you know. Imagine beatboxer, first prize in the competition, $1 million. Second prize, 500,000. Third prize, 200,000. Will the news cover it?
Boom, yeah.
Of course. It's like, wow. Then you'll be like, I'm a beatboxer, world champ 3 times. Or a millionaire.
3 million.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and when there's money, there will be media. When there's media, there will be more sponsors. When there's more sponsors, there will be more like pigs around trying to like eat your dirt. So it's like stuff like that. Yeah. So, and then this will become very big, right? So then people will be investing more in your classes. Like, okay, how much is your class? If you want a course, like 6 lesson course, €1,000. Okay, reasonable. You know, but not now.
Yeah, because if you look at the price is 1 million, and then it's like,
Yeah, you see, this is the brain. It's like human style. Don't understand, but that's how it works.
piece of advice for young musicians in Singapore specifically, what would you tell them?
My advice will be,
What do you think is missing?
what I think is missing,
Yeah.
the freedom of expression, of course. Freedom of expression is missing so much, to the point that people don't even realize it. That's scary. You know what I mean? You don't realize that you think that you're already expressing yourself, but actually there's like maybe another part of you that is trapped, and and this part of you can actually empower you to be who you really are.
And traveling helps that.
Traveling, making friends, getting to know the world. You don't have to be like you don't have to have wanderlust. You just have to
Be curious.
not be curious. Find things that complete you as a person. My output is traveling, getting to know people, learning languages, learning cultures. Other people's output might be something different, you know? Like you find your own way to complete yourself, and always feel like you need to complete yourself as a person. And once you do that and you feel complete, only you yourself will know this, that you're complete, you know? Then you feel like good.
Okay. I just want to add one point with what you say. For people who don't, I mean, like incomplete and incomplete, it's like quite an emotion, and people sometimes feel and don't feel it. Like, how can we justify it? It's really to chase after what you want first, and it's never like you chase and that this is it. Because maybe I want to be like number one, but then after you became number one, you want something else.
Yeah.
But then after that, you see, hey, actually back then I want number one, but now I want something else. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. I think there's a saying that I learned this theory where you're actually shading away the layers in like a tree trunk. You're coming to the core of what you really are. But you will start off by you going forth in that one direction.
Everybody have different story to tell, right? So you have this story, I have this story. I one episode I won number one. Episode 2, I do app.
But I think
Stuff like that.
I think people here are just in generally like didn't even go forward. You know, they didn't take the first step, like move out of.
Yeah, because they didn't move out because they are so comfortable here. Singapore is a very comfortable place. Sometimes too comfortable. Sometimes you don't even need to care about yourself. You don't even need to care the way you look. You know, you think that, wow, the West, Japanese, Korean people, oh, they're all better. No, everybody are born with the same kind of power, same potential, same right, same brain. You know, you just need to know what you stand for, which is really difficult. That's why I really like. I look forward to see how the progress in Singapore goes. You know, and I myself do my part. I do my own part. I just grow myself, do my own part, and I'll see how I can like contribute to the country as well. You know, so it's kind of cool. Like, you know, and now I see that it's actually growing.
Right.
A lot of the music culture is growing, culture is growing, everything is growing very nicely, and I was like, okay, wow, it's good. You know, let's look forward and see how it goes more. And one by one, people are waking up. One by one, I was like, yeah, okay.
Can I ask? This might not be a fair question to ask, but like, why do you think? I mean, you're world number one.
No, I'm not. I'm not world number one. There's no such thing as world number one. Even you can ask Swiss Beatbox. You wanna come here?
No, okay.
There's no such thing as world number one. World number one, like, okay, in this competition, the world beatbox battle, world number one.
Yeah.
Okay, there's Alem from France. Grand Beatbox Battle 2013, 2014, number one is me. And
So
then
fair
another,
enough, like-
so it's like, so the thing is that world number one singer or world number one human?
So well, you're right.
You're right. I mean, it's not. There's no like 1 year that you're number one. But the question is actually more, why doesn't more Singaporeans know about you?
Why? Because the media is too mainstream. That's why. It's so mainstream that it's like only a tip of the iceberg. You know? There are a lot of unsung heroes here in Singapore that are doing a lot of good stuff. But the media don't cover it. You know? I got to make a country 80% white to like me. By just one video, I'm talking about cabbages and anus. And that's it. You know? Why other people cannot do the same? Why they cannot make some little small changes to help like give an impression that, you know, maybe Singapore people are kind of cool as well. You know? The focus is not on me. Focus is more on you guys, you know? Just want to like wake people up that we have power. We have our self potential. If we discover it, use it, embrace it.
Yeah, no, I'm just said that because like you could be an inspiration to a lot more other musicians that, hey, like Singapore can be very good. We don't need to start looking outwards. We can start looking inwards.
Yeah. But there's even a newspaper, like one of the guy called Mirn is signed by Diplo's label. No, not Diplo's label, by Matt Dixon. I think so. Okay, never mind. I was just signed by a very big label, and Diplo is inside that label as well. You know? So he's touring, he's performing here and there, you know. He's on the live newspaper, Straits Times, it was on the page. But that's it. It was not all the time featured like Joseph Schooling, because Joseph Schooling is the first Singaporean who actually won the Gold Olympics. So it's like huge, right? So that's fair, that's good. But like, I'm sure, I want to see it one time in the newspaper is like 20 Singaporeans that made Singapore proud. Number one, Joseph Schooling. Number two, this guy. Number three, that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you think should be in the? Is there any 20 that are missing? I'll invite them for.
No idea.
Inquisitive, Koflo, Red. They all like some of them won DMC championship.
All these people, just bring them, like all these unsung heroes. You know, go interview them.
Yeah.
Make them, but yeah, we'll maybe see how it goes in the future. It's really improving here, and the food is really awesome. Singapore is Asia's the best food, man.
What is
Asia.
favorite?
Wow, what's my favorite?
Is Singapore?
Actually, I have another idea. Me and my friend Peponi, we are gonna make a food channel. It's called the Foodboxers. I already said I put it on my Instagram. We already created Instagram last night. Foodboxers. Oh, Foodboxer. without S, right?
Exactly.
So you can follow hashtag Foodboxer, follow on Instagram, Foodboxer.
Hashtag foodgasm.
Yeah,
Real Foodgasm.
foodgasm.
Hashtag Real Foodgasm with an S. And then the tag at Foodboxer. And because we are beatboxers and we tour around the world and we eat all the food. And I think Asian food is the best, right?
Kinda.
Yeah. It's so good, man.
What is one thing that you come back, you always will eat that?
Ramen.
Yesterday we went. That was good.
Ramen is the best, you know. But like Singapore food is always the thing I look forward when I come back. Yeah, I have Singapore friends. We have Singapore community in Poland, and we hang out together. Yeah, yeah, man.
And you guys cook together?
And there is a Singapore chef in Poland, and he's like, "Yo, Dharni, buy me some belacan." I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, and he's a chef. He's doing so good designer dishes. And then he has a restaurant called MOD, and he make laksa there. And I tried the laksa, it's legit. So I was like, wow, laksa, yeah. So I'm going to help him out, like bring some belacan over.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Rewind back a little bit about traveling. Your first overseas trip, how's it like? You know, like a quick story of that.
Of what? Beatboxing or just vacay?
Traveling, not vacation. Because vacations would be like you go to Korea, like the 5 day what Singaporeans do. But the first traveling experience.
It was in Berlin, 2008. That was for beatboxing. That's where I met. Like it was the first international beatbox convention, and that's where we meet. Like all these beatboxers around the world, we meet, and it was so amazing. I still can remember like yesterday. It's crazy.
How do you feel, man? Like first country, and you don't. But I mean, Germany they speak English, right?
I was already interested in languages at that time. I still remember. Wat ben jij een klootzak? What's that?
I better don't say.
Godverdomme.
I don't know this one. The clothes means ball sack.
Yeah, so they taught me like, you are a ball sack.
You are a boss.
Yeah. And godverdomme is like, god damn it. Godverdomme, wat ben jij een klootzak? And it means like you're a ball sack. Or like, or another one, ik heb in mijn broek geketen.
Is that German?
No, that's Dutch. It's like, I pee in my pants.
Okay.
No, I shit in my pants.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah. The only thing I remember for Dutch is nukken, nuggerken.
Oh shit, so bad.
Yeah, so bad. No subtitles for this one.
Anyway, there's also like, yeah, I love languages, like picking up here and there.
Yeah.
Especially at tongue twisters. So I can say like in Japanese, like namamugi, namagome, namatamago. You know, it means like the raw egg, raw tomato.
Tamago is.
Yeah, raw egg. And then mugi is like raw. I don't know, but I just learned this stuff. And it's very fun. And when you like do it to like the native speakers, and they will respect you even more, and they open up more. And that's the way you can actually socialize as well, not only beatbox, through learning the culture, the language.
Special thing in the language.
Something that is like, what? How can you know this? This kind of thing. And then they just they open.
When it comes to Singapore, what will you teach them? Like something like that.
Huh?
That were like wow Singaporeans. Like walao eh or is that a thing?
Like what? No. Can siao.
Siao eh.
Yeah. Can
Yeah.
can. Yeah, I think they love that. They always do that.
What was your takeaway from your first trip, man, of traveling out of Singapore?
My what?
Takeaway. What you learn?
I take away the McDonald's from the fast food joint.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know what I took away. I don't remember. I just feel like I just wanted to go back again. Yeah, just feel like that. So I went back again every year.
And you currently stay in Poland, Warsaw. That's home.
That's home. The second home. This home. That's second home.
Why Poland? Why? I mean, because you've been to Berlin and all. Okay.
It's cheap.
And that's mod. That's Singaporean food.
First, I'll be so honest. First, cheap, very accessible, right? Can go anywhere. London, 50 euros. Switzerland, 30 euros. 2 ways, man. Just go everywhere. Little euros. So many hot girls. Like more girls than men. Yes.
Big ass. Nice ass.
Huh? As per pony.
Nice ass.
It's impressive.
Okay.
Yes.
Agreed.
And shisha is not banned. Many things. You have freedom of speech. You can do like one thing in Poland I learned in the culture. If it's like they are so strong mentally and inside. Wow, because Poland is that country that experienced so many wars in their life, like in the Poland's lifetime. So many wars you don't even understand. Russia, Germany, and it was destroyed so badly. Back then, Poland. There was one point of time there was no Poland. Not during that World War times, like before, like in the medieval times. There was one point of time there was no Poland, and they fought back again. Poland is a country of uprising. So a lot of people, the Polish people, if they don't like something, they will tell you.
Is Serbian close to Poland?
No.
Okay.
Serbia is the other side.
No, because I met Serbian and they are just like what you described too.
Slavic, man. Slavic people are really like very strong. So for example, if the government say we're gonna ban abortion, holy shit. Millions of people go on the street, protest, light fire. No! Crazy, right?
Yeah.
And in Singapore, ban abortion. Oh damn. Let's ban it. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you didn't choose Poland because of like for music?
Basically for music, then after that culture and like friends, a lot of good friends there. So it was really, really cool. And then the culture really got me like really stuck there because I was like, wow, it's so good. Like despite the drinking, there's a lot of drinking there. The drinking game is max. It's like Slavic, you know. So the thing is that you learn to become like, I learned actually to become more like a man than like a boy. I learned how to maybe know how to treat a woman better than back then, you know, or like treat somebody, even a friend, better. Be more grateful, like more outspoken. You know, when you somebody help you, you like really thank the person, like, hey, really thank you so much. Like not like it's just really saying thank you, you know, and the person will will receive and he will say, yeah, no problem, man. Like it's all these simple things of gratitude and stuff. In Singapore, we take for granted a lot of things, you know. So in Asia, especially, like we take for granted. Maybe in Japan, not much. They learned from the upbringing, but a lot of places in Asia, a lot of courtesy, gratitude, all this stuff is already been taken for granted, and I think it's like it needs to be I don't want to say enforced, but
Reintroduced.
Yeah, re-encouraged.
Yeah. So you're a big proponent. I mean, you're a big person behind just traveling. For musicians too, if they want to go, say, traveling, like what kind of mindset, purpose, objective they should have behind when they go?
When you go, yeah,
Just go. Just go.
And experience it.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay, so last part, just some rapid questions for you.
Wait.
Oh,
Just go, but don't go for the tour package. You just go without tour package.
without the package.
Without 5 nights stay in this place with the tour guide guiding you. No, never.
Okay. Okay. Advice for your 18-year-old self and place us where you're at.
And my 18-year-old self cannot. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm like this now because I was 18 then. So I cannot advise. It's a paradox. Get it?
If you can.
And I don't know what to say.
Okay, there you
It's
go.
like, hey, live your life.
Live your life.
Yeah.
When you think of the word successful, who came into your mind as successful?
So many people.
so many people.
Yeah.
It depends on which fields we
Exactly.
talk about.
So many. It's hard. It's hard to pinpoint. This is like
How will
broad question.
how will you define successful as?
Successful?
Yeah.
How will I define? When you are satisfied and accomplished inside, and you feel like this is who you are. This is who you succeed.
Morning routines or routines and habits that you find important.
The morning routines.
If you have any habits that you find important.
Recently, I always don't have the mornings. I wake up in the afternoons. But sometimes I wake up in mornings. I try. It's very good. But there is so much to do, you know. It's true. Morning routines, brush your teeth. It's very important. But you can brush your teeth after breakfast, not before. Because what's the point? Right?
Yeah.
So basically, morning routines, I don't know. Like, it depends on somebody. Like some like.
Is there any habit that you have like grown to? You need to do it like every day.
Drink water when you wake up. That's very important.
Okay.
First thing you wake up, you drink water. Hey, serious.
Yeah, no, I'm agree.
You go check on the Google or ask people or even doctors. We drink water when you wake up. The first thing when you do is drink water. You reduce a lot of chances of many diseases.
Lemon?
Huh?
No lemon. Just water.
It's water.
Okay. Cold?
Yeah. Lemon is when you have hangover and you add lemon inside.
Gotcha.
Right?
What are some of the most common misconception about you or your work?
A common misconception? I don't know. About me.
Or your work?
Misconception about me that I'm stupid. But I'm not. I like to act stupid. That's the thing, is that if you are smart, you can choose to be stupid. But if you're stupid, you cannot choose to be smart. So you're smart, you have both ways.
Is there a reason why you choose to act stupid?
Yes. So because when you are smart, right, and you're all the time smart, it's just too boring, right? If you want to be smart and stupid, like sometimes here and there, it's like a switch, you know. If you're tired of being stupid, you be smart. If you're not being smart, you just act stupid to rest your brain.
Good idea.
It's true, right?
Yes.
And it's so much healthier.
I think maybe it's the idea of like not having a set in stone, like this is you, where you can be flexible.
That's why I've been saying the whole time. Everybody have so much colors in them. It's not a black and white thing. Everybody here, they all have different personalities, different things inside them. One day you can be hyperactive, next day you can be sad, next day you can be happy, next day you can be focused. So many things. It's so complex.
What are some of the projects that you're currently working on, and people can look forward to?
I'm working my singer, Kaylia. Kaylia. We're doing some new contents. I'm working my loop station.
Finally bringing a loop station.
Yeah. Also, we are thinking of bringing in a third member in our duo, a pianist. It's a producer as well. So it's very good. He knows how to arrange the stuff, the keys and the progressions. So much easier. He can just like, okay, this. I'm like, oh yeah, I saved the work, you know. And also, I'm making my new viral video. I hope it will be viral.
Okay.
If it's not viral, I'll be very sad.
Okay.
So I'll just do another one.
We shouldn't say it. Don't jinx it. We shouldn't say that. We shouldn't say
I just
what
hope
it's
to do
about.
a viral. No, I just hope to do a video which might be viral, but might not be. It's the Polish language, like to learn beatbox by learning Polish language, and this one is learn beatbox by learning 6 languages. Anyone you want.
No, say it. But it needs to be viral.
Yeah, but so what? I mean, the content is not here. You have to check it out on my fan page.
So, Kaylia, your new member to the band, and the viral video. Anything else?
And my app.
Okay, hush.
Okay, my app is like it's a social app to connect friends together better, easier, more convenient. It's a very expensive app to do. So right now I'm helping my other friends. I'm most likely thinking of joining their team. It's called Quaver. This app called Quaver, Kwaver. It's for all musicians, all artists, anybody is trying to create something to collaborate in the app. So it's like you record a video, for example, a musician, a beatbox, right? A beatbox, boom, 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 15 seconds, upload into the news feed. One guy saw the news feed. Oh shit, this nice beat, jam. Then he pressed the jam button, then he bring us the guitar, jam. Then it's like now, 2 videos at the same time. It's already collaborated. Another guy saw, oh shit, I want to hop in, and goes in, and then maybe this time round he does the trumpet, something, and then he jam, and it's just like all about collaboration, you know. Or sometimes and the dancer, like here's this guy doing a sick beat, go over on the video and start dancing, you know, and it sends to the newsfeed. Artists, painters, you know, painters like, wow, the music gives me so much idea, let's do this, do some shit like that. It'd be great, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Quaver.
It's called Quaver. You know why? Let me tell you why. Because back then they only was thinking about doing it in wave.
Okay.
Wave. Only audio wave.
Oh, but now.
No, I said, well, like, what the hell? That's why it was Quaver, right? It's like, yes. But now they're doing videos and yeah, it's gonna be really sophisticated. Now it's the beta version. You guys should try it. It's a KWAVER. It's only for iOS right now. It's really good.
Where can people find you on the internet?
Huh?
Where can people find you on the internet?
Facebook.com/Dharni official, and then YouTube.com/Dharni, and then Instagram.com/Dharni, Twitter.com/Dharni official, and Vine.co/Dharni official, Snapchat/Dharni official. Hey, when you want to be an artist, a musician, you need to know your social media stuff. Especially now in this generation, if you want to even make events, you want to promote this Misfits thing, you need to be very well in tune with your social media. What goes up? When is the highest? When was the highest views like of people like checking out the social media? How many people in Singapore watching this, watching that? Research. Yes.
Boom, we're done.
Boom. And then.
Oh, that's good.
Finish.
Finish. Thank you.
Guys, I'm very hungry. Buy me a